Hi, Aries, and welcome to your January 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to talk a little bit about the energy coming in for you guys in the calendar new year in January. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm just going to come in with a quick report because I've got to get these readings out, and I feel your energy is really coming in to be really clear, and I'm really happy to be here talking about it. What I can identify immediately from the Aries energy is not feeling completely rewarded or not feeling like the credit is given. So you guys have a thing coming into the calendar new year where you've done something really hard, or you've worked really hard, or you've had to exercise a lot of endurance or a lot of willpower, and it's not really being seen by other people. So there's an important lesson coming in for you guys about your willpower and about how much you contribute being seen and being validated and being acknowledged by others, that you can pretty much find at the root of most of the things that you're going through. And January 2020 for you guys, it's like a rooted month. It's a month of discovering the root of how you can find love, or the root of, money issues, the root of an issue in a relationship. Seeing the truth. I've talked about this in a lot of the readings this month of how clear and truthful the energy of January is, how clear and truthful the experiences are. So yeah, if you guys aren't feeling like people are giving you acknowledgement or validation, it might be time to kind of shift and go somewhere else, because the consolidating energy of all the Capricorn stellium in the sky for Aries, it's like your square sign. It's your fellow cardinal sign of Capricorn. It's a square. It is like sort of this peripheral conflict where you're not really directly conflicting with anyone, but things aren't also moving harmoniously. So there's something important to see in that. And sometimes as an Aries, when things aren't moving harmoniously, you just have to kind of pioneer a new way, So you're in a job that is not really getting you anywhere. You almost have to work that job differently. Don't get rid of the job, don't stop the job, but just start kind of innovating it, or starting to make it more more Aries. And what is your own nature is another good thing to think about this month. What is my nature? Who am I? How am I starting over? What emotional tendencies am I having here? It's a good time to start identifying yourself and maybe journaling, or maybe really starting to see how you felt and having a tangible representation of that. I feel that Aries can feel a lot of different ways about a lot of different things right now. For example, if you're a parent, maybe you have kids who are, you're not quite sure how you feel about what your kids are up to, and part of you really likes it and part of you is very against it. So you get in this sort of middle ground, and nobody really knows how anybody feels. And there becomes an awkwardness. So watch out for awkwardness this month. Really understand, if you can, that awkwardness is a result of not being clear on what you do and don't like to others. So what do you like, Aries? What don't you like? It's great to really establish that here and now. And you might kind of see that what you really like is not what you thought it was. What you really don't like is not what you thought it was. Because at the root of everything, again, there are these really clear truths coming in. You want to move up. You want to make things better. You have a nice ambition line coming in, a nice aspiration line where creative projects, any kind of projects can really take you far and really help you to get stronger. Also, as an Aries, I encourage you guys to look at what you're putting off or what you're procrastinating here. Capricorn energy does deal a lot with procrastination, and moreover, it deals with the repercussions of procrastination. So everybody, not just y'all, but again, you're the pioneer sign. You're the one that we all look to see progress and to see getting things done and to see accomplishments. So if there's been procrastination or putting things off, as an Aries, you have a very good duty to yourself to see why that is, because a lot of the time procrastination is not a bad personality trait. It's an instinct, okay? Procrastination is an instinct. It's not a personality trait. So we instinctually procrastinate when our body's trying to tell us it doesn't like what we're doing. It doesn't like the energy line that we're in. So if you're procrastinating a lot right now, Aries, it might really be time to start redoing things, because as a square is your most dominant angle in transit astrology, your 90-degree angle, a conflicting angle, sometimes you can't just adjust things naturally. Make a few adjustments here, make a few adjustments here, and it kind of falls into place. Sometimes things have to be really confronted and really affected here. And there's a great reward for being able to do that in a constructive way. Okay. Also, as a last intuitive message before I talk about each week for you guys, briefly, things can taste really good here. Okay. Honoring your senses, eating food that is really good for you, eating food that tastes really good, consuming things that are unquestionably healthy that taste good. I don't know what it is, Aries, but I feel it really strongly for you. Let your taste, okay, maybe your taste in relationships as well, your taste in career, let it dictate where you're going. And we're not talking escapism here. We're not talking, okay, I think I like that, so I'm just going to jump after it. We're talking about the unquestionably healthy, positive, yummy experience that you can have if you let yourself. And that will always take you to the place that you need to be. But let's talk about the week to week here, Aries, because I know it's not that easy sometimes to just, make things perfect. If we knew the code as humans of how to just make our lives perfect, like whenever we wanted to, none of us would really be struggling, would we? So all I can really say is that a bit of a hint towards that is to follow your taste right now and to make sure that that taste is evocative of health. Week number 1, Aries. You guys have 8 of Swords rooted down by the Fool, so you guys got to take off that blindfold real quick, okay? Again, January 2020, it's one of the most truthful energy lines in a long time. It's one of the most truthful times. Look around you. See who is for you, who isn't for you, and go on with it. Go on. You got to move forward. You got to have progress in the first week of January. Capricorn time for you guys, Aries, is forward motion, cardinal energy. It's not looking back. It's not stagnating. It's not freezing. It's moving forward. Just let yourself move forward. You'll know exactly what you need to move forward on in the first week. Week number 2, you guys have Queen of Cups rooted down by the Hanged Man. So emotional stagnation, right? Time to let the emotions flow, cry it out. From now until March, really, you guys can cry it out. You can get it off your chest. You can laugh it out. You can exercise it out. Try to avoid being still with, maybe in the second week of January, it would be okay to just be still with those emotions. Think about them. Give yourself that in the second week if you need it. But after that, and maybe even during that time, it's best to really start again. Action. Exercise it out. The current career makes you really frustrated, like you can't do it all, like you just can't. Start doing something that you want to do. Is there anything there? If there's a void space there, just laugh. Find funny material, laugh it out, and it will get better. Week number 3, you guys have 5 of Pentacles rooted down by King of Cups. And I think that there is such emotional growth for you guys during that week. I don't know what it is about the third week of January, but for every single sign, it's really been potent. It's really been the most striking energy, the most striking week energetically. And for you guys, it's emotionally evolving out of poverty consciousness, okay? Emotionally evolving out of not being able to give yourself enough, not feeling worthy of having enough, not feeling like you can be warm, not feeling like you deserve to wear nice clothes, not feeling like you deserve to have shoes that are assembled to go through a cold terrain, right? Proverbially, spiritually, or physically. There's a sadness there, you guys. There's a sense of seeing, wow, I made myself wear shoes that were not suitable for the terrain, and I didn't have to make that choice. And that might be a hard thing to see. And I hope this reading doesn't feel doom and gloom to you guys, because it's really not. At the heart of it is not doom and gloom. It is actually opportunity. And it is many, many opportunities from the universe to make some changes if you wanted to. And if maybe some of you have already made the changes too, that's fine. And I would definitely advise for you guys to check out your sun, moon, rising sign. But for all Aries to some degree, there's a need to see the peripheral, to see the sideline of your life and think, oh, what's there? What is that happening? It's the square energy. It's not the easiest energy to work with, but it is opportunistic. I will say that square energy can also give with it a lot of opportunities. Again, this is the 90-degree angle from Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and the inner planets in Capricorn during this January. It's squaring whatever you have in Aries, and it's a hard angle to work with, but it's opportunistic. Week number 4, you guys have the Lovers rooted down by 7 of Pentacles. Things get so much better because we've moved into Aquarius time. Much more harmonious angle to you. Things can start to fall into place better. Again, there's just a lot of work to be done in those first 3 weeks of January. There's a lot of buckling down and facing things head on, but also not fighting or not succumbing to temper or anything within that. But again, by the 4th week, you guys get an option. A few doors will open to you, and you might have to kind of choose one, but there are going to be a lot of open doors for you there, and also a lot of options, okay? A lot of options to see, like, it doesn't really matter what I pursue as an Aries. It's just about how I pursue it, What do I not want to procrastinate? What do I wake up wanting to do? It gives you everything as an Aries because you guys are pioneers. You guys are trendsetters. You guys are the sort of first inhabitants, You guys are sort of the indigenous. It's like the energy that Aries carries. You're the first people to arrive somewhere. You're the first people to crop up somewhere. So you guys set the tone. And sometimes that also involves realizing that all these status quo, standardized, traditional ways of doing things, Capricorn energy, is, again, a conflicting thought because you guys are about going in the untraveled area. So good luck as you guys try to navigate that this month. You would be surprised at how much progress you can make though with Capricorn energy. Nonetheless, like to combine those two ideas is everything, everything's there. So I'm wishing you guys much love and luck. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And you guys can follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram as Sky Starseer, and I am also on Twitter, and I have a Patreon page. And if you guys wanted to check out my website, I have reports for your astrology. If you wanted to order one, there's a New Year discount. So by January 10th, you can use the code 2020 to get 15% off of all of my reports. They may sell out quite quickly, though. Thank you, Aries, for being here. We'll be talking soon. Everything is below. Much love. Bye.